Hello friends, this is Carrie and welcome back to IlikeReddit channel. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we have 4 stories out of the entitled parents subreddit. Let's begin. Our first story is by ducttapecat. It's the rules, says the EM who attacks a person in a wheelchair. Disclaimer, some of the stuff is slightly altered because I don't want to be found out by my boss where I work, so sorry if it doesn't make any sense. Characters: V, a wheelchair-bound co-worker. EM, entitled mother, aka Karen. Manager, but doesn't say anything. So I work in a grocery store in the middle of the US. Beautiful place. During these trying times, we are obviously social distancing. Our state declared our store to be an essential business, so we are working all the time. I have a co-worker who's originally from Europe. He has a Eastern European accent. Beautiful guy, but he's wheelchair bound. I'm not sure what happened. He could have been born with it, but not 100% sure. He and I are quite attached. We talk about cool paranormal stuff, sometimes weapons, so he's overall great man. One day, he was working in the pharmacy putting stuff on the shelves. I'm guessing the shelves are low enough for him to put stuff on it. Suddenly, a wild EM appears, dragging her hellspawn in her claws. She grunts and slowly gets closer to V, when she grabs his wheelchair and shoves him against the wall of shelves filled with supplies, which a few boxes here and there fall onto his head. Luckily, nothing heavy. "What the hell, lady?" he said. She ignored him and just walked by like nothing happened. V approached the manager and pointed the woman out before going back to the shelves. My manager was furious. She stormed right up to the woman before absolutely destroying the EM with words. The blood in her face slowly disappeared. She looked like a vampire. Manager: "Why would you assault one of my employees, let alone someone in a wheelchair?" EM: "It's the rules." I guess she was describing the 6-foot rule. What I found ironic was that she exclaimed it was for the 6-foot rule, yet she pushed someone in order to make it. Manager: "Okay, I'm done with your BS. Get your butt out of here. If I ever see your plastic face in here again, I'm calling security." She grunted and scooted off her way out of the place. Her child walked back up to the manager and apologized for her behavior, which the manager gladly accepted and told him that he is not banned from the store, but she is. Too long didn't read. EM thinks that the 6-foot rule applies when she's shoving a wheelchair-bound employee and gets absolutely destroyed by the manager. Wow, I'm surprised this Karen got to walk out of the store not in handcuffs, because I mean, I would say that that was tantamount to assault. I mean, the guy didn't do anything to her. He didn't provoke her or anything like that. I mean, what was the whole point behind shoving him into the wall to begin with? Ow, he was too close? Well, she was the one who got too close to him. It wasn't the other way around. She could have easily walked around him, done something else. But then again, that wouldn't have been on this sub because that would be, the one time that Karen was okay with using some common decency. But what do you guys think? Please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Moving on to our next story. Our next story is by Adjusting Things. Entitled Mother Tried to Hoard Costco Toilet Paper and Gets Just Desserts. Longtime fan of this sub, but was too busy to post until now. Events happened during the height of the crazed toilet paper famine around 2 weeks after Chinese New Year. My mom, MM, and I were going to get supplies only to find that the toilet paper section had been picked clean. Not a big deal. We didn't have any high hopes anyway. We wander over to the checkpoint when we suddenly spot EM and son. Two shopping carts, awesomely filled with toilet paper. One hand pushing the cart and the other holding a cell phone, gossiping away. Now, it's important to mention that my mother is usually an anxious, quiet woman. Living as a Chinese-speaking immigrant living in a white American neighborhood, she has gotten even more nervous due to the virus. However, realizing the woman is jabbering on the phone in Chinese, her face lights up. Sorry for the rough translation. My mom, in Chinese: "Hello, miss. I'm wishing you a happy New Year's. It's so nice to see you in our community. I'm sure you didn't get a chance to see, but there's a sign that says 1 toilet paper package per customer. Easy mistake. But let's band together and work hard for our community. We must take care of each other." EM, not even bothering to put her phone down, just basically yells,
Huh? Are you talking to me? Mind your own business, bench. If you're too stupid to take advantage, don't whine. Don't pretend we're friends just because you're too fat to waddle your way over to the toilet paper aisle.
EM proceeds to gently shove our cart with hers to cut in front of us in line. At this point, my mom is flushed with embarrassment and quietly shuffles into the long checkout line. Approximately 45 minutes later, the EM reaches checkout. The overworked clerk just sighs. Cashier, ma'am, it's 2 per people rule. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to put all of them back and get back into line. EM,
what? Says who? There aren't any signs anywhere. No one says anything. If you have a rule, tell people. Don't just make it up and cheat your paying customers.
Cashier sighs and begins to take her carts away, much to EM's squawking. He starts waving the customers in line over to scavenge from the pile. My mom shuffles a bit. She looks at EM dead in the eye without blinking and plucks the shiniest toilet paper roll of the bunch. In a stroke of either pettiness or awkward politeness, my mom says, in common Chinese New Year's phrase, in Chinese, "May peace bring wealth to you." We quickly scuttle away from EM's wrath with her prized toilet paper. To this day, my mom denies any sort of pettiness sentiment and simply states she was being polite to a neighbor. I don't know about you guys, but I like OP's mom. She just sounds as cool as a cucumber. But what do you guys think about this story? Please leave your comment in the comment section down below. If you've been watching until here and are enjoying my content, please put some heart emojis in the comment section down below. Our next story is posted by Mr. Adorable. EM and EK try to steal my sister's Switch Lite. So here's a little bit of context before the story begins. Animal Crossing recently came out on Switch and I bought it on release. Since then, my sister has wanted but didn't have a Switch and neither could she buy one as it all sold out pretty much everywhere. Well, anyway, on to the story. Also, it's my first post on the sub, so don't judge. Cast: EM, entitled Mom; EK, entitled Kid; me, guess who? MM, my mom. So, because of the virus, we haven't gone to the supermarket as often as we would normally. So whenever we go, one person needs to go help out with all the groceries that we buy. So I decided to go with my mom so I could finally leave the house. Now, as my mom did the grocery shopping for one of the stores, I went around looking through a few of the stores to see if they had a Switch Lite in stock. I finally went to EB Games. It's basically GameStop, but in Australia, for anyone who didn't know. I spoke to the lady at the counter and she said she had one Switch in yellow, which was the one my sister wanted. So I text my mom and she comes over to pay for it. As we were leaving, I hear, "Mummy, I want that one." Here we go. EM approaches us.
Hi, I see you have a Switch Lite there.
Me. Yes, we just bought it for my... Cuts me off. EM.
Well, we asked the lady at the counter and she said that that was the last yellow one and my son really wants it. He's been such a good boy. Don't you think he deserves it?
EK.
Yeah, so you should give it to me.
Keep in mind, he has the dumbest look on his face. Me. Sorry, no. We just paid for it and it's for my sister. She wants it probably as much as your kid, to be honest. And I don't care if he's been a good boy or not. EM.
How dare you speak to me and my angel like that? You know what? For being rude, you will give it to me now.
Goes to grab it. Now at this point, I kind of just lost it and surprisingly my mom didn't get mad at me afterwards. Me. Karen, I don't care if your demon spawn wants it. If he wants his own damn Switch, then tell him to wait until one is in stock. If you can't get one, use the time as a lesson and get some freaking manners. At this point, she looks more infuriated than ever. However, my mom and I start walking away and she's screaming at us.
EM, get back here. Give my child what he deserves, you ignorant little crap.
I pay no attention to it and just keep walking. We do the rest of our shopping and Karen seems to coincidentally end up in every store we're in. We leave, head home, and my sister loves the Switch Lite and Animal Crossing too. I like how OP handled this Karen and her demon spawn, basically not giving in to the entitlement behavior. I think in too many of these stories, I think people are too nice to Karen, too willing to give them the benefit of a doubt, and let's face it, most of the time you can tell a Karen by their lack of general manners and civility. And I think this kid, her EK, should probably get used to hearing the word no before he gets to prison. But what do you guys think? Please leave your comment in the comment section down below. Moving on to our final story. Our final story today is by The Nitrogen. EM wants her
Little angel.
to get my most precious knife in a Roblox game. Hey everyone, I'm actually young and about to be 13 in a few months. Maybe I should post something that I encountered last month. So I play this Roblox game called Assassin. It's basically a game where you get a assigned target and kill them. If you kill a random person, you get your knife taken away for a few seconds, and you can also kill your assassin. Last man standing wins. Now, not to flex, but I'm pretty good at the game, and you can also customize your knife by cases for cooler skins. My precious knife right now is something I worked my butt for. A dream hammer. I spent thousands of coins just to get this, and it's amazing. There's also a trading system where you can trade knives and pets and all that jazz. Now, onto the story. I joined a game like usual, played for a little bit, and the EK joined. And I could see EK was a bit salty with people better than him, saying things like,
"Aimbot, imagine hacking in a kid's game."
Now, this kid doesn't know trading, and he spammed the chat with,
"Give me your exotic knife, and I'll hand you my common knife. You are a pro anyway, and can easily get your exotic back."
And I replied with, "That's not how trading works, buddy." And he went full outrage on me. He saw that dream hammer in my inventory. You can see their inventory in the trading menu. And he says in the chat, "Give me your dream hammer," which I obviously replied, "No." Then the EK replied,
"Fine, let's 1v1 because I'm way better than you."
I said, "Sure." I have a private server which only my friends can join, so I accepted his friend request and he joined my VIP/private server. We played for a bit. I win every game. He says,
"I'm telling my mom on you,"
then left. I obviously laughed at the thought that he wouldn't tell his mom about it, and sure enough he did. For some reason, I didn't unfriend him. The way friends work is that they can message you anything they want. Game invites, rude messages with all the trash filters, and so on. The next day, I logged onto Roblox and saw 27 messages from the entitled kid. I opened it and presumably his mom, I say presumably because it's perfect spelling, punctuation, and grammar. EK didn't write that. The message went like this. Note, the filter is trash and always gives you hashtags, and this is the exact message I got in my inbox.
"Greetings, I am EK's mother. My little angel deserves your dream hashtag of yours. If you don't trade him your precious virtual item, I will hashtag police on you." I was shocked. And then the other 25 messages is just spam from the mother saying rubbish at me. I quickly unfriend him, block him, and I was laughing, zipping through the messages while writing this. So yeah, this is my story. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know that much about Roblox. The only thing that I had heard about it was that it's a game that teaches little kids how to become griefers. If that's not true, please let me know in the comments section. And that it's typically played by people under 14 or 15. The other thing is, I think OP did a good thing, did the grown-up thing, by not giving in and not stoking the fires with the EK and responding to the mother in the comments, and rather just blocking the mother and the kid. The other thing I'd do is I'd take it a step further. If the OP is playing on a console like Xbox One, I'd report it to Microsoft, because Xbox takes harassment and takes unsportsmanlike behavior pretty seriously. It may or may not do anything, and I mean, it may not change the EK's behavior because obviously he's allowed to exhibit this type of behavior at home. Nobody at home corrects him because his mother does this stuff, but it might make him think twice about doing it again on the system. But what do you guys think? Please leave your comment in the comment section down below. That's all the stories I have for today. Links to the original Reddit posts will be in the description box below. Please stop on by Reddit to show the OP some love and an upvote. If you enjoy my content, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to let you know when I've uploaded new videos. Thank you for watching and have a great day.